Guys, this is a second part. It's going to be short. Of why is self-hate only for black women. This is Kendra with Truest TV. And I just want to also say this. It's so crazy that black men keep questioning black women and considering it self-hate to wear wigs when they don't consider it the same black men don't consider it self-hate to date outside your race. But you're talking about hair texture and hair. You don't consider it self-hate to date outside your race, where you're gambling with whether or not your children will even look like you. You don't think that's self-hate? But you're talking about me wearing a wig when you completely will have a pale-skinned baby that don't look anything like you, and you wouldn't consider that self-hate. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy that you question all the time black women on self-hate, while many of you won't even have children that look like you. Not many, but some of you won't even want to reproduce with a brown-skinned woman to have a baby to look like you. But you're talking about self-hate when wearing a wig or a weave, when one understand that black women do that for versatility. Again, I said, I believe in the previous video, but if I didn't, I was told when I worked for Louis Vuitton that one of the standards that is, if I wore a puff or my hair in an afro, I would be terminated and fired. They do not allow puffs. They do not allow. Now, naturally, everybody understands that black women's hair naturally will, if I put it in a ponytail, right, will turn into a puff. It's not a political statement. It's just how my hair grows, right? But I'm not even allowed to wear that where I work, right? So when I'm versatile with my hairstyle and I put on a wig, you penalize me for it. Box braids and cornrows also has synthetic hair. Cornrows and box braids is not even a culture of American black people. That is an African culture. That is not an American black person culture. We did not wear cornrows and box braids up until the 90s. We pressed our hair. We straightened our hair, but never ever did we ever wear cornrows and box braids. So for decades, we've been culturally appropriating Africans. And so with the illusion that in some cases, you have to understand, yes, braids can grow black hair, but can also pull black hair out, right? Because black hair is very sensitive. When it's manipulated to some degree way too much, it will fall out, period. So sometimes braiding your hair, which we learned in the 90s, we tried to preserve hair, give different styles because we like versatility. But it's crazy that we have to explain that to black men, because the same black men would marry outside his race and date outside his race to have babies that don't look like him, all the while questioning me about a fucking wig. That doesn't make me not produce babies that look like me. That doesn't make me produce, that doesn't make me look like a white woman. That doesn't make me, in any way, shape, or form, not be myself. So it's crazy that y'all even open your mouth. Why don't you guys just sit back and worry about yourself? Mind your own business. If you're not doing this for edification and you're just doing it for clout or to make fun of black women, white women wear wigs, weaves. They don't gotta wear our texture. Doesn't matter. They do wear our texture. As a matter of fact, you see white women going out of their way, even Asian women and men, they're actually getting kinky perms where they actually make their, as a matter of fact, I'm lying. White women, I grew up with a white woman who was I was in a Big Brother, Big Sister program. She had very thin hair. She got curly perms to make her hair curly. She was white. Is that self-hate? White women often talk about black women not wearing their own hair. Neither do you. Anytime you curl your hair and your hair is not naturally curly, Is that self-hate? Anytime you bleach your hair and you were born a brunette and you make it blonde, is that self-hate? Because blonde hair can come in any race. Would you like me to show you that? I'll be happy to show you that. But this recorder is different. Is it going to allow me to leave and come back? Let's see. All right, so here are some black people who are naturally blonde. Naturally blonde. Naturally blonde. Naturally blonde black people. I grew up with a young girl who was naturally blonde. She was a black girl. She was light-skinned, and she had green eyes. She was a natural blonde. She had 2 dark-skinned parents. Albinism. My older brother was born into the world, blonde hair, blue eyes. He's from 2 black parents. He just light-skinned. His hair eventually turned like a sandish brown. Nevertheless, he was born blonde hair, blue eyes. More natural blonde black folk. Do you understand that that's just a form of albinism? Look at a black girl with blue eyes. There you go. Albinism, right. All right, let's give you black women with red hair. Black children, not mixed race, with natural red hair. She was born to a black mother. Hair's red. This is her now. We have black gingers. There go black men with blonde hair. There go black folk with blonde hair and blue eyes. These traits aren't anything. So I'm not self-hating when I wear blonde hair because I can have blonde hair. No more than a brunette is self-hating. Not a brunette because I'm a brunette. No more than a brown-haired white woman who turned her hair blonde or red. I can have all those same traits as we see. Look at that. Point proven. Right? So miss me with the blonde hair. Miss me, please. I can have blonde hair. I can have blue eyes. That's just how that works. I can have whatever I want on my head because it's my prerogative and my business. Okay? So this was just for all them Negroes who would dare talk about black people like we can't have these things. Like it's so, I hate myself because I put in black women. At the time, the only hair that was available for us to buy was straight hair. Some of us like the mixed race hair look. Nobody's gonna lie. I don't care what you guys think. We like the mixed race hair. We like when the curls are loose. Look at this beautiful black baby. Beautiful. Brown skin with that red hair. Naturally hers. Nobody dyed it. Born into the world this way. Beautiful. We make them like this too. Look at the little boy. He looked like my nephew, Messiah. I mean, like identical twin. Wow. You see my nephew, Messiah, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna show him, but he looks just like that. Except for the red hair. Right. So this is my point proven, right? So while you keep on trying to perpetuate this BS, look at this brown skinned girl with green eyes. We see Kenya Moore. We see, what's her name? I can't think of her name. She's an actress. Regina King. She got green eyes too and she dark skinned. Look, blonde hair on black folk. Her hair's blonde. It may look dark, but it's blonde. Look at the roots. Blonde hair. Black children. blonde hair, dusky skin. Am I proving my point? It is not self-hate when we wear blonde hair. It is also not self-hate when we wear red hair. It is not self-hate when we wear blue eyes. These features we can have, clearly. It was no different from when a white woman changed her hair from blonde to brown to red and add extensions, right? Let's give you some naturally straight-haired black folk. Now, this is the hair that black women tend to buy. What is this straightish, curly-ish texture. Nobody's ever buying white hair. Hold on, it gives me more opciones. Straight textured hair on black women, though it's straight at the root and can curl at the back. It's just how our hair can be. Okay? She has straight hair. Look at Australian folk. They have straight hair. They're black. Those are Hindustan, Dravidians. So we can have whatever we want to have on our head. This girl is from Ethiopia. She's black. She has straight hair. So for all y'all talking about hair textures and hair colors, have I not proven my point to you? We can do whatever we want with our hair. Mind your own business. If you don't consider a tanning white woman self-hate, if you don't consider a Asian woman who bleach her skin self-hate, if you don't consider a black man who want white children self-hate, let's show you how that look. You don't think he's self-hate? I'll keep going. Would this also be considered self-hate? Look at this white man with a black baby. I'm just saying, if everybody's talking about black women self-hate, look at this black man with a baby that's Asian. Look nothing like him. All I'm saying is this type of stuff would be considered self-hate too if we are going to discuss black women changing their hair textures or anything like that. You would also should not turn a blind eye to other things that would also be considered self-hate. Here, the black Somali little girl who has straight hair. What is hair texture? What is hair color? Twins. One came out dark skin, the other came out albino. Look at these black Brazilian with 5 children, 3 which are albino. Father is also black. Look at their hair. It's straight. They're albino. They're not Caucasian. They're not white folk, Slavic whites. They got a black daddy and a black mommy from Brazil. Blonde hair. Anyway, I'm done. This is Kendra with True West TV. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay up. Stay blessed. Put God first above all else. Peace out.